Hello, lovely yogis. It's Jenny here from Jenny Stewart Yoga. Thanks so much for coming to check out this video. This is going to be a little flow all based around our hips. So just if you've been sat at a desk all day and you just need to move, this is going to be really nice. We're going to work into the kind of flexibility, the mobility. We're going to stretch and open the hips, also building a little bit of strength too, just to create that nice kind of healthy hips, if you like. So we're actually going to start in our child's pose. So we're going to come down onto the knees. And just reach those fingertips all the way out in front, all the bottom back towards the heels. So knees really nice and wide, just floating your way down towards your mat. Maybe the forehead comes down towards the air. And let's just take a nice big couple of releasing breaths here. So as you inhale through the nose, take a nice big deep breath in. And then a nice big exhale through the mouth. Nice, and again, nice big deep inhale in. Big exhale out as you let go. Nice, and again, one more time. So as you breathe in this time, really think about this nice expansion through the front, the sides, and the back of the body. And as you exhale, release, let it go. Just come back to inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Beautiful. And then very slowly, we'll just take a few moments to rise up onto all fours. So just finding your way there. Coming to that all fours position. So spreading the fingers really nice and wide. Shoulders in line with the wrists and the hips in line with those knees. We'll just take a couple of cat-cows just to kind of find a little bit of flex, a little bit of mobility through the spine. So as we inhale, belly drops, the heart lifts and the gaze rises. As we exhale, rounding through the spine, bring the gaze towards the belly. And just take this a couple of times. So inhale, heart lifting. Exhale, rounding. Just keep going. So just start to find a little bit of movement today. You can give yourself a little wiggle out from side to side. Nice. Just take a couple of breaths. Just kind of moving away from your day. Just coming into the body, onto your mat. And then just take a moment to come to center. From here, we're going to extend the right leg out to one side. So right leg extends away, and just bring that right foot to the floor. So we're going to end up like this. Okay, so just take a few moments. Right leg's extended out towards one side. Make sure the shoulders are in line with those wrists. And we're just going to start to create some nice circles here with the hips. So taking the hips over towards the left, bring it all the way around, switching towards the back of your mat. Nice. Just starting to kind of draw a little bit of energy into the hips, into that area. And just make sure you take 5 the other way. You know, if that right knee bends, that's cool. Make sure you just kind of bring a little bit of movement in. We're just starting to really circle here to draw that energy to the pelvis, to the hips. Nice. So once you've done 5 one way and then 5 the other, just draw that knee back in, come back to all fours and just take the same thing on the other side. So extend the left leg away, ground down through the left foot. Take a moment here to make sure the shoulders are in line with those wrists. And then just slowly taking these hips and just starting to make those big circles round. So you might want to do 5 one way and then 5 the other. And really kind of finding a little bit of breath here, a little bit of creativity. Nice. Make sure you go 5 one way and then 5 the other. We're just bringing that nice little bit of energy into this area. Beautiful. We're going to draw that knee all the way back in, come back to all fours. And then from here, just step the right foot in between the hands. So finding our low lunge here to begin. Take a moment as you inhale, the fingertips reach all the way up, finding that low lunge. Sink down through the hips, hug the left thigh forward. Soften through the shoulders. We start to work into those hip flexors. These hip flexors can get very short and tight when we're sat down all day. So you'll definitely kind of feel this here. If you have tight hips, you'll be able to feel the muscles kind of stretching and starting to open as we create a little bit of space. Nice. Take one more lovely big deep breath. And then as you exhale, just bring those hands either side of the front foot. You're going to wiggle that right foot out to the edge of your mat as the right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. So finding a little bit of a lizard variation here. Make sure that that leg isn't doing anything kind of too skew with. It's right straight out behind you. And you're hugging that left thigh towards the earth. Keep hugging the right thigh in. So for the moment, just taking this nice kind of strong position, hugging the left thigh towards the earth. Palms are still on the ground. Nice. Okay, we're going to move that right foot out. Maybe just a little further towards the right side of your mat. Give yourself a little bit of space. And then again, we're going to take some nice hip circles here. So we're going to draw the hips towards the left, bring it towards the back of your mat. You might find that this right leg starts to straighten. That's totally cool. And then take it all the way over towards the right. So hips towards the left, bring them back, straightening out that leg, drawing them towards the right. So again, let's do 5 circles one way. And then switch it around and go the other way. So take it anti-clockwise. And this is really where you can kind of start to close your eyes and just start to really feel into these nice circles. Beautiful. And then come all the way back to center. Maybe here you're just turning onto the little toe side of the right foot, opening up a little bit more. Left hand stays on the mat and see if you can reach the right fingertips all the way up towards the sky. So finding a nice twist. You can either reach the right hand high or you can bring the right hand to that right thigh and almost draw the skin on that thigh away from you. So starting to create a big, deep kind of stretch and opening through that left hip. Beautiful. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand out. Take a moment, step the foot back, come back to all fours, give the hips a little wiggle out. Nice, and then we'll take it on to the other side. So this time, stepping the left foot in between the hands to begin. So finding that low lunge first. As you inhale, fingertips reaching all the way up. Hugging that right thigh forward. So start to work into those hip flexors on that right side. Taking a couple of lovely big deep breaths with each exhale. Just allow yourself maybe to sink a little further here, going a little deeper. Just soften the shoulders. Beautiful. Great, guys. As we exhale, the hands come all the way down. Taking the left foot out towards the left side of the mat, left hand comes to inside of that left leg. And again, we'll start to take those little circles here when you're ready. So find your lizard variation first. Hugging the right thigh forward, pressing the ground away, spread the fingers. Heart and chest nice and open. And then from here, taking those little circles first. So always tend to go clockwise first, and then go anti-clockwise. So again, you're just taking time to build a little bit of energy and a little bit of kind of flowing movement into these areas. Again, that left leg's going to straighten as you draw the bottom back towards those heels, and then just take 5 the other way. So you can make these kind of as dramatic and as big as you need to, as feels good. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming all the way back to center. Just take a breath. And then maybe turning onto the little toe side of the left foot this time. Left hand can come to that left thigh, drawing the left thigh away. Or maybe reaching the left fingertips up towards the sky as you find that twist. Nice, take a lovely big deep breath. Beautiful, as we exhale, left hand comes down. Just step that left foot back, finding all fours. Give the hips a little wiggle out from side to side. We're going to walk the hands back towards the knees. Just come to kneeling for a moment. Hands come to one side. Bring the legs all the way around. And then come all the way down onto your back. So we're going to go for a little recline pigeon today to work into the outer edge of the hips. And mainly I'll go for recline pigeon instead of normal pigeon, just because it's a little bit easier on the knees. So take a moment here, just bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Just releasing the head and spine towards the earth. And then we're going to take that right ankle and we're going to draw it over the left thigh. So flex the right foot. Nice, and there's a couple of options. So you can stay here. If that feels good enough and you feel like you're getting that stretch on the outer edge of the right hip, then here is great. If you want a little bit more, lifting the left foot off the ground. I tend to flex my feet here just to kind of activate the backs of the legs. And then taking those hands behind the left thigh and just taking a couple of breaths. So make sure the head and shoulders stay nice and firmly on the ground. And you can use the hands behind that left thigh to gently draw that left thigh in. As you draw that left thigh in, see if you can use the right arm to press the right thigh away. So starting to work a little deeper into that outer edge of the right hip. If you're still looking for a little bit more here, you can take the hands around that left shin, and the same thing applies. Take a couple of breaths. You can close the eyes, and with each exhale, just take time to release and deepen into these lovely hip opening, hip releasing movements. Beautiful. As we exhale, we'll slowly release. So left foot comes down, remove the right foot and just bring it back onto your mat. Taking it to the other side, so left ankle over the right thigh. Again, options here to stay exactly where you are if that feels enough for the left outer edge of the left hip. You might feel different on each side. And then take a moment, if it feels good, to lift the right foot off the ground. Flex the feet and take hold behind the right thigh. So again, option here to draw that thigh gently towards you as you use the left arm to press the left thigh away. And obviously working to within your own kind of limitations and what feels good for you. Everyone's going to feel slightly different. Maybe you're taking hold of the right shin, intensifying the stretch a little bit more. Beautiful. Take a couple of breaths. So important just to keep breathing. Feel that release with each exhale. Beautiful. Very slowly release. Right foot comes down, left foot comes down. Take a moment. We're going to draw the knees in. Give yourself a nice big hug. Nice. And then from here, maybe you're taking a little happy baby. You can draw the knees wide. Take hold of the outer edges of the feet. Give yourself a little rock from side to side if that feels good. Just smile, feel happy. And then just take a moment to draw the soles of the feet together. And you're going to let the feet just drop down towards the earth. So coming into this nice diamond shape. Our Supta Baddha Konasana. So you can just pop things underneath those legs to give yourself a little bit of support. If your knees are really, really high, sometimes it feels quite nice to support underneath the knees. And just make sure you draw those heels away so we create this little bit of extra space. It's a little bit more of a restorative posture. Working on those inner thighs. And then just bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just close the eyes. And just take time to breathe here. Feel those lovely connection points with the earth. And And just draw your attention to the rise and fall of the belly, the rise and fall of the chest, underneath the palms. That continuous flow of energy, that breath, which circulates and radiates around the body. Just take a few moments to connect. Feeling this nice sense of warmth, nice sense of prana and energy, especially through the hips and the pelvis. And then whenever you're ready, releasing the hands and take hold of the outside edge of the thighs. Draw the knees back together. So you need to out those knees back in. Nice. Give yourself a nice big hug in. Squeeze in towards the chest. And then we'll just take a little roll up to seated. You're welcome to take a little Savasana here if you've got time. Otherwise, just take a few moments to come to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands together at the heart. We'll just take a lovely big deep inhale in through the nose and an exhale through the mouth to finish. So when you're ready, take that lovely big deep inhale in and a big exhale out to release. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mat today, yogis. I hope you found that useful. You feel a little bit freer, a little bit looser, a little bit more, you might have released a little bit of tension and tightness from those hips. I hope to see you on the mat soon. Lots of love. Bye.